Alright, y'all, what is up? I'm feeling good. I hope y'all are feeling good too. It is cold as shit out here right now. It's about 7 degrees, and man, there's just not much to do today, but I want to do something. So since I wrecked my bike recently, we're gonna fix this plastic right here that broke off. So there it is. So as you can see, it got scraped up pretty decently, but still held most of its shape, and there's not really any material gone. So I'm just gonna stitch it up with some zip ties, and I'm gonna show you how I'm gonna do that today, and hopefully that can help. Hopefully that can help somebody who also needs to fix a big crack like this and doesn't want to spend a ton of money. So let's get started. Whew, look how chilly it looks out there. It is quite cold. Anyways, first thing we're gonna do, get these goddamn bolts out of here so I quit dropping them. There's one, there's two, there's three. Now let's go inside, because it's colder than shit out there. Okay, so pretty much what I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna take a flathead screwdriver and I'm gonna get it nice and hot with a torch. And I'm going to stab along the edge here, just kind of perforate it almost. I don't know how else you describe it, just a dashed line right along the crack on both sides, okay? And you want the dashes to kind of be across from each other like that. So I'm gonna go find a screwdriver that fits the size that I'm looking for and get it hot and start poking some holes. 7 degrees is too damn cold. Okay, so I'm gonna show you guys something here. So first of all, my screwdrivers are over there, so I have no idea how I'm about to get over there. But I don't have any zip ties. I gotta go to the store to get the ones that I want to use for this, so I need something to measure with. So I'm looking in the trash can, and what do I find? Yeah, an old zip tie. Can't use it, but I can definitely look at what size it is and compare a screwdriver to it so I can make my holes big enough. So be resourceful. Don't forget about the little things. Alright, so I'm gonna have to open the garage to get to the other side of my car. God damn, it is cold. Whew. Sheesh. And then, ooh, oh god. And we're going to grab a screwdriver or two. We're just gonna kind of compare the size to the zip tie. Okay, it's pretty cold. We can always go bigger. So I think we'll start with this one for now and go bigger if we need to. Okay, so just so you guys know, fire is dangerous. So don't hurt yourself. So I'm just heating up my screwdriver here. And warm it up. Get it nice and toasty. I'm just gonna stick it on through. We're gonna start back here. Make sure your finger's not on the other side. Because if your finger's on the other side, you're gonna poke it with that hot screwdriver and it ain't gonna feel good. So now we've got our hole poked. We'll go ahead and try to see if our zip tie fits through there. So let's see, got our zip tie. And it's not quite wide enough. It got plenty like thick, but it didn't get wide enough. So might have to use a different screwdriver. Maybe it's still hot enough to widen a little bit. Because this will take some finesse. You know, it's not really a standard thing. And then boom. So I'm gonna just kind of keep doing that along here, and I might just end up switching screwdrivers. Do whatever you find easiest because you're gonna be poking a lot of these holes. Just take your time. And yeah, you know, as you can see, I've already wrecked this, and I don't really feel like buying a new plastic, so I'm kind of just gonna embrace that wrecked look and stitch this up. And yeah, I think it'll look kind of cool by the end of it. Okay, so I found this knife. Well, I've had it, but I thought about this little piece, and it worked pretty good. Just the right shape. A little bit short, so it might be a little bit, gotta be careful. But plastic melts off of this. So I'm gonna go ahead and do it out in the garage, even though it's cold as shit. I'm just gonna try to get it done fast, and yeah, let's do this shit. Alright, so that's what we got. As you can see, it's not perfect, not perfectly spaced, didn't draw any dots. Not trying to be perfect, just trying to make it a little bit more structurally sound. So let's go ahead and do the other side now. Alright, so we got our holes all lined up. What I'm going to do now is just kind of take a razor and try to get all these lips off. I'm not really worried about the ones on the inside because no one's going to see those, but I do want to get rid of these ones on the outside. It'll make install a little bit easier, I think, and it will make it look a little bit cleaner overall, so let's do that. Alright, so I've got a razor, like a box cutter style kind of deal, and I've just got a plain razor. So I personally like just using the razor by itself more, but I've got this just in case that isn't the easiest to work with. So I'm gonna kind of just work these, try to find like some weak spots. They're pretty like, I don't know, crispy, so it should just come kind of right off. Just kind of work them a little bit and they should peel off. Little kind of hard, not gonna lie. See if I can't get one of them off. So yeah, this might take a little bit of like love and finesse, depending on what kind of plastics you have. Cheap ones, OEM ones, these are OEM ones. So I'm gonna try to get these off. So stay tuned, I guess. Alright, so I've got all the lips off. I am gonna just hit it with like some Scotch-Brite, maybe like some sandpaper too. Just smooth it out a little bit more. I mean, obviously it's really fucking scratched up, so I'm not too worried about it, but I'd like to get it, you know, somewhat even. So let's try and do that. Alright, so the piece is pretty much done. It is sanded, all the tops are nice and smoothed down. So now all that's left is to zip tie it together. I'm out of zip ties, so we gotta go get some zip ties. Don't forget to bring your zip tie with you when you go to the hardware store, so that way you know what size zip tie you need. You don't have to guess. It is about icy as fuck out here. Like, god damn. The whole road's covered in ice just to get some zip ties. Alright, we're at Home Depot with a zip tie. Let's go get them. Alright guys, Got me some zip ties, some pretty colors. Let's get on home. Okay, so I'm gonna be using mainly these green ones right here. And yeah, I'm just gonna start looping them through and try to find a good way to get them in there. I'm gonna try to do it so they're all consistent, kind of like lacing a shoe, so I want all the same, you know, I want them all to be like rolling over the top on the same side and whatnot. So let's get started. Okay, so here's the final result. Think that shit looks pretty nice. Think it's gonna look a lot better than cracked, and yeah, I think it'll hold together pretty nice. Still got the heat shield on the exhaust part, so that's cool. Yeah, she's ready to go back on, just like that. Thanks for watching, everybody.